if I run that out all the way to the end. So, but we'll see how it's looking during the race.
I guess I'll put 106 as like a preset, then we can adjust it later.
Yeah.
106 for both, and
tell me when I'm clear to join.
pressing drive. Yep, you are free to join.
Garage my car to sort out the livery, but that's whether you did or not. You did. Nice.
So 18 degrees.
Can you still adjust the setup when I give you the car, or I have to do it? Because
Probably I can, yes.
okay, I'll try the swap command now.
Yep.
Swap and 2. Enter.
Okay, it says I'm here, so I'm RTG setup. I'm just going to load R01 because it doesn't tell me what setup is loaded. Hang on, if I actually just look at.
I had the RO2 and I had set the pressures and the fuel.
It's just gone back to aggressive preset.
Okay.
For me, so load RO1, 106 liters. Green track, nice, 18 degrees. So I'm going to whack the tire pressures up by 0.6.
Also, let me know when you are ready for the pit strats when we're switching to me, so I can give you my base pressures.
Okay, go ahead. You're on pit strat 2, by the way.
Yep. 25.8 for the front left.
Yep.
26.0 front right.
Yep.
25.1 front rear left.
Yep.
And 25.3 for the rear right.
Okay.
And those were for 23 ambient, 28 track. So we'll see what the temperatures look like when it's going to be my turn. It might heat up by that time. If not, then we can adjust based on that.
Okay. So.
And you got the fuel.
Yeah, I should do that. Right. I'm going to put it to something that divides by you said 13.3.
Yeah, my fuel consumption was 13.1 when I'm going absolute flat out.
92 liters.
Okay. I think I'm set.
And this is the point where it switched me to wets. I mean, it's dry, so unlikely, but also probably good idea to double check right now that you have everything correct still after it switched the session.
106 dry, tire set 3. See, this is the concerning bit because right now it says you in the.
Yeah.
For me, it's showing me as connected and you as driving.
Okay,
Okay.
for me
'cause
is you in the car, Timo. We see.
Yeah,
Maybe it changes when it goes to drive. I don't know.
Well, I will be ready to drive if
Yeah,
that
yeah.
happens.
no,
but-
no. Sorry, I see. It does say me driving and you connected down at the bottom. Yeah.
And I have video in my car. So what the fuck? This is all.
It'll sort itself out once we're actually
I
going.
hope,
I think
hope
it's.
so.
Well, this is the best place to test and see what happens. For me, it's also flashing the drive, but it shouldn't matter
Okay,
if
now
you
I'm in
can
the car.
get
Yeah.
into the car. Yeah, you got because you started. Okay.
Yeah. This is going to be interesting.
Good luck.
8 cars on them.
Yeah, it's very small.
Green track. We are missing one from each category. We have 4+4 and it was 5+5 enter.
Yeah.
But this is mainly to just test and also just have a practice session for driving. Would be nicer to get bigger traffic to learn that, but we'll do what we can.
I see a blue car behind me. Nice.
I see a blue car in front of us. Good luck.
Green light. Go, go, go.
Okay, let's go.
Oh, bowling. Yep, exactly the same thing that happened to me in the previous race. GT Force just didn't want to brake.
What the fuck did that speed? Drive through. What the
I must have been out of position start.
Yeah.
Björn, the master of drive-throughs, he got drive-through in the previous practice race as well. He just knows how much faster they are, so he's giving us a handicap.
It's a shortcut. Can you, Joker, do your drive-through?
Yeah.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Does that actually work?
Joke is blocked off, I think.
Ah,
And I have tried it in an offline race and went into the pits with shortcut, and there was no one there to get me.
Shortcut is blocked, yeah, there are red barricades across it.
I was very careful at the start. I don't know why. Kept my speed, must be position. Or was it the other car that stayed behind me and made me get the drive-through? P1?
no, it's a fixed positioning thing. So.
Yeah, but if he slows down, I get in front.
But shouldn't he also then get a GT for being out of position?
No, you only get one if you're forward of where you should be.
Ah.
I have
Because
to
that's how you
look
can-
at the replay later.
You can drop way back out of your slot
Yeah.
behind and not get a penalty. So
Interesting.
sometimes people do that for last to first, is that they'll just drop
Yeah, yeah.
back.
Yep. Go. That would be probably a red flag in real race. Although I have to say he managed to slow down on the Spinarus quite a
Have
bit.
a Antul moment.
Yeah, pretty much the same. But I think he lost it when he went on. No,
That was a
it
horrible.
was exactly the same, I think.
That was a really bad crash.
Yeah. I
He
still don't
just lost the back end on Schwedenkreuz.
Yeah.
green track probably.
Yeah.
Because I've noticed with you driving also that the car moves around a lot compared to what it does in usual drive.
We have a green track now, so it's not as grippy.
Ooh.
Yeah, that doesn't
Well
work so
saved.
well on green track. ABS just going, no!
So Kudo is not coming to voice chat, or he's just waiting until it's his turn and then he will join?
No, he's still at work.
He's
Ah,
So I don't know.
Also
maybe I will have to do a bit of his stint.
double stint.
okay. So it shows like the entry list drivers in the when you open the scoreboard, so to speak, but it doesn't show who's actually connected.
Yeah, it seems so.
Okay, got it.
But in my hood, he's red. That's not connected now.
Ah, okay, that makes sense. When I was doing my warm-up laps, I had a moment there in Mutkurve also that I saved it and I need to show it. It was even worse than the previous moment.
That's going to be your corner, isn't it?
Yeah. The problem is that if I don't manage to save, it's going to be a humongous crash. So probably in a race I will need to just chill it a bit and not try to max it out.
Did that Ferrari RTG? Yes, he did.
Yeah. that car also was fast in the previous race, the M-Lil combo.
Yeah, P1 is running away.
Yep.
P1 doing P1 things. That's like today in the real race, the Thomas Preining Porsche, he was just going pretty much almost like full quali lap pace from the first lap, just insane. He got, what was it, 11-second gap before the slow zones began. I will not be doing that in the 24-hour race, going full hem. And one of the Astons crashed right here where Isaac is now. Onto the left, onto sand and into barriers.
Oh.
Just before I joined the voice chat. It was not the Nikki theme and it was not the really brightly colored one, it was...
That's bad. I want to see the Astons do well.
Yep, same. And I also enjoy watching Nicky Thiem drive. He's a complete animal behind the wheel. Not always in a good sense.
No, he's dirty.
Yeah, I used to occasionally watch his sim streams. Didn't like him that well. No.
Good save, good save. Yeah, dropping the rear right or rear left, the outside rear tire onto the grass is super dangerous here, almost everywhere.
Yeah, that one, it was a bit more understeer because of the green track, and just, I hate that corner anyway. Windows in this room open, there's a fan blowing air in from the window, the ceiling fan is on, my rig fans are on, and it's still bloody hot. Actually not so much temperature as the fact the humidity is crazy.
Yep, same here. It's been raining for the past 2 days. Just absolutely pouring down. Currently plus 11 again outside.
About plus 26 here and about 75-80% humidity.
Wow, that's hot. I mean, the temperature is actually nice without the humidity, but the humidity is not good.
Yeah. Forecast for next weekend is 20 degrees and not so humid, so that'll be alright.
Does the team race work if the captain gets a disconnection while he's not driving? Is it still okay because somebody else has the car, or will it?
Yeah, it's
mess
fine.
up the team?
You can disconnect if someone else is
Okay,
in.
good.
It's only if everyone gets disconnected, then the captain has to be the first one to reconnect.
Yeah. I was just asking because there's a... Well, today hopefully if there's going to be a thunder, it's going to be after the race, but I'm thinking with the current weather there might be thunderstorms also next weekend. But then again, I'm not the captain anyway.
Yeah, and I'm actually on... We potentially have thunderstorms here today, and that's the one weather condition that Starlink really doesn't like.
For me, it's that my electronics equipment doesn't like if there's a strike nearby, because it will overvolt and just fry stuff. So if there's a thunderstorm, I need to just unplug stuff. Oh, that was a big jump on the rear. But luckily it was jumping straight.
Yeah, those curbs you can take a bit if you kind of get familiar with how they do.
Say the Gapinski guy is living up to his name.
Yes.
Yes, Bjorn, you have been Gapinski'd.
Yes.
Oh, that was quite late. Not actually as late as I was thinking. I thought on a green track you had to brake
Sun's coming up.
quite a bit early.
Yep. Yeah, no, the braking points are about the same. It's just more about kind of corner grip.
Not to discourage you, Björn, but I think you need to drive a bit faster to get the DT cap to us.
I will do my drive through this lap.
This is how I messed up my good quali lap today when I was doing warm-up. But I didn't save it. I had 17.1 on the predict time,
Oh, nice.
but then, yeah. I did the same, but they went even wider and just couldn't get back on track until the barriers.
Yeah, it's one of those corners where as soon as you get out of where you actually want to be, you can't get back.
But I think if I do a few more laps and I get everything right, I think there might be about 17 flat that I might be able to do for quali.
But I have to ask the question, but just how important is qualifying in a 24-hour race?
That I do not know. But everybody has been trying super hard to improve their time, so I was thinking that probably I need to do the same.
We're fine. I'm absolutely not bothered about the quality thing at this point. I know I can improve mine a bit, but I'd rather put the practice time into
Yeah, I don't know that anyway. It's just fancies.
yeah.
I also need to now remember that I have changed every key bind except traction control, brake bias and shift up, shift down. Everything else is completely different to anything before.
It was just a suggestion. You didn't have to.
No, I didn't
It
go
was-
fully
it-
with it. I changed a couple of things.
Fair enough. It was more just, yeah, this is kind of what I use and how it works for me, and how that then translates to the layout on your wheel.
I'd say it was making a lot of sense, and with slight changes I managed to also put the look behind and just for safety also manual pit limit in case auto is not allowed on the server.
If auto pit limiter isn't allowed, then I am screwed.
I found out idle on first gear is 49 kph.
That's what you were doing for the
Yes.
previous race. Ooh, that's okay. I need to try that. That's a different way to drive that than I've been doing.
I wouldn't recommend doing that.
Were you watching me or him?
I was watching Isaac, but even Björn from rear view mirror could tell that he's not recommending what you were doing.
No, I was thinking about the pit limit. That's going idle.
Okay. I was looking at his
The jump.
Okay, yeah.
yeah, Flansgarden 1 I think is the one. I've been trying to learn the names.
I give the brakes a little bit of dab before, then let's try to stay in fourth.
Yeah, I think Isaac went just flat out over the crest and then started to brake, and
Yeah,
the rear was not really sticking.
it's easy to run out
You-
of time.
You need, so long as you not pull throttle in the air, it shouldn't snap on landing. So let off the throttle in the air, but it can be sketchy. That wasn't a particularly nice lap on my part.
I will do my drive-through.
Now he goes to last to first for the Smurf theme challenge.
Given Gapinski's pace, I doubt we're doing first.
No,
No, first of our team.
Ah, well,
Which
between
Smurf is the greatest Smurf?
the better Smurf.
between Bjorn and Guido, I think they have the faster drivers.
That's why I was saying that he did the DT on
Guido
purpose
should be
to
faster
give
than
us.
all of us. Yeah,
Should be.
yeah, it should be. Just he accommodates the tracks.
Penalties now for you.
Jön is still well ahead of that. Derek Stonks, my FPS the Bzun 55. Huh? Okay, no clue what that was about.
Probably some lighting effects he's got enabled as he goes into the sun, his FPS tanks.
Yeah. Shit.
I think the DT may have not been big enough handicap.
Braking board was gone, but first she came. Beep, beep. I didn't pay attention.
Did you get a lot of damage from that GT for hammering the right side, by the way, Isaac?
Not that I'm aware of. .4 seconds.
Okay,
Can't
not
feel
too bad.
anything. Track is fast.
It's gripping up.
Gapinski did 18.6 on the last lap. No wonder why he's flying away.
My tyres could have gone up by another 0.1, 0.2 even.
By the way, the next corners after this one are the ones that I dislike on this track a lot.
Yes.
That one and then these three bastards.
Yeah, you have to stay inside. And if you get outside, then you can't turn in anymore and you just wash out to the barrier.
Also in here, Björn was showing what happens also if you go too wide there, and it was the same, that it just keeps pulling you into the barriers.
Yeah.
There's so much camber to be won. If you go stay on the inside curb, almost any corner. The track is like a road with the rest on top.
that feels also really weird when that happens, where you jump into the carousel and all fours just lock up midair. And the engine goes dead for a second, it sounds like. This is how I crashed on one of my quali laps. Hit that left.
Yeah, I've had my fair share of crashes in that corner.
I think I crashed in every corner. Here. Oh,
I don't have enough experience yet to have crashed in every corner. I'll get there.
did a mess. Harrison spat me out.
Eek. Did you hit the barrier?
No,
Or?
no, it's fine.
So it just landed you on that shelf above.
Yeah. I nearly spun.
Ooh. Ice curve living up to the name.
That was better.
Come fast. I heard it yesterday when I was watching one of the Nordschleife 24-hour streams. They had asked one of the pro drivers, I don't recall who they named because I just tuned in as I came kind of mid-conversation. They had asked how he drives that last corner after Döttinger, the braking zone just before you go on the GB track. And he said that it's pretty easy. When you are braking into that corner, before the right-hander, he's aiming to hit the barrier on the left where there's that orange marker. And he said that if you drive fast, if you go flat out, no matter how hard you try to hit it, the car will just understeer just wide of it and you're perfectly online.
I will not try
not going to try it.
it. No, me neither.
That orange on the left you just passed.
Yeah, believe me, I've hit that enough times in the past. So yeah.
Yeah, and then it was funny because the reporter, the commentator asked, well, what happens if you don't go flat out? And he said you will crash into the barrier. And he said that isn't it a bit like a scary threat? And the guy just said something along the lines that, yeah, but if you go flat out every lap, you will never have that problem. It's only a problem if you start to drive slow. So, okay.
Kind of standard racing driver operating procedure, I think.
Yeah. And it was funny because they were asking like, how can you not hit it if you're trying to hit? And the guy just said, well, if you just go fast enough, the car just will not turn tight enough for you to hit it no matter how hard you try. Well, okay. Not going to try that.
Okay, so both time-wise and fuel-wise, I can do 5 laps, including this one.
So that's going to be 8 laps then. This is number 3 and then 5 more, right?
I never know how ACC's lap numbering figures things out in the end, but yeah, I think it.
You are
works out to be
currently
8.
on lap number 3. Next lap will be 4th. But like I said, either way, if we have 1 or 2 laps extra fuel or exactly the right amount of fuel for me to be at 0.1 at the end like Björn was in one of the JCL races, it's all good for me. As long as I don't run out. As you are braking. Oh. Gapinski is not gapping anymore. He has just stopped. He's going now. He's going now.
Crashed?
Yeah, something happened. He was in middle of Quidelbacher.
I see.
Quidelbacher. I think he was middle of here after the bridge just parked. I'll have a look in the replay what happened. Hopefully it doesn't break the replays like it tends to do. He just stopped. He didn't crash.
Maybe he needed to adjust something. Or...
Yeah, he was just driving, and right after the bridge, he just stopped, turned the car off. No, he didn't turn the car off. He just stopped in first gear, was stationary for like 3 seconds, and then started moving again.
Probably had to adjust something on his wheel or something.
Probably. Well, he definitely had time for that.
Yes.
I like that the... Ooh, that was quite far on the left, but still okay apparently. I like that the Ferrari guys also kept going and didn't stop.
I mean, it's a practice race with 4 other people in, so
Yeah.
it's like there's nothing to lose, there's nothing to gain. You're here to practice, so there's no point stopping.
So much more disciplined when I'm like this then. Just go practice.
Yeah.
Okay, pressures are going up. 19 degrees.
That seemed pretty much perfect for that corner.
Thank you. I freaked out slightly because I just flipped the tiles on the entry to the corner very slightly and goes like off the tire.
Yeah, and there's the bump that has caused a lot of my drifter moments that I don't like there. Interesting thing is when I was watching the qualifying for the actual GT3 cars in real life, they are using that entry curb a lot. But I'm guessing that there's been a resurfacing of the track or something also in that part, so it doesn't have the pump currently. That part also, these last 3 corners, I just haven't found the correct line yet, so I'm...
You have to keep super tight through the left-right bit.
Yep, this is me also in this corner quite a bit. That was kind of a almost looked intentional slide on the entry. It worked.
It wasn't totally unwelcome. I can see Gapinski.
Oh,
Yep. I also saw the 4 pixels.
I think I must have a higher res monitor than you. I'm sure it was 6.
Yeah, you probably do. Björn is leaving some work for Guido.
yes!
Don't worry, I'll be driving the next stint against him, so the gap will close quick.
Uh,
I don't know. I point out that my current race pace is very much in the realms of what you're doing, T-Moose.
I was doing an optimum track. And you're on a fast track, which was green in the beginning, so I don't think it's exactly the same. And I can definitely say that the car is sliding a lot more than when I was doing the optimum.
Might just be my driving style.
I think I found you generally be very slidey type of driver. One thing I have noticed is that the corner entry and exit we drive completely different. I see you are more like throwing it in quite fast and waiting for it to settle and then being careful on the exit, while I'm usually careful on the entry to wait for it to bite, and then I'm pretty aggressive on throttle on the exit.
Sounds about right.
Which also explains why if I'm just taking your setup, my fronts are usually like 1.6 psi low and the rears are usually like 1.8 psi high. I was checking what those messages were about.
I assume that some GT4s are actually having a race.
Yep.
yeah.
The second in GT4, C. Driscoll in Camaro is chasing D. Strongs in AMG. And they were dotting her and the guy in front was saying to the guy behind that, stay back. The gap was showing 0.1 and 0.0 gap in the T1 for them. I just noticed Gapinski is only 70 seconds behind the P8 Ferrari that had to pit with massive damage. Nice, Isaac. Your best lap is, what was the only 0.7 slower than Björn's.
Lapping high 23s. Um,
That looked like a tiny mini handkerchief-sized brown flag moment.
No, that was normal for me.
Oh, okay. I got
Uh,
spooked. Maybe I just don't have as good
There's a
nerves.
way that I found to make the car rotate on the brakes into that complex, but it looks a bit sketch. But it's been working for me consistently.
Then don't change anything. It's just that for me, usually, if I were to have that kind of entry, I would be pooping my pants a bit, thinking I'm about to crash.
Go back on the replay and watch my brake trace through that corner.
Hood on. Ah, so you're braking the whole way, you're never releasing the brakes fully.
Correct, but you can see that I'm modulating on the brake, and the modulation as you come off allows for the rotation. So you basically control the rotation with your foot.
That's a bit beyond my pay grade. I usually
It-
just do double braking into that one.
I'm not sure you'd be able to, or I would be able to do it with your pedals. I wouldn't have been able to do it with my old Ace Tech pedals either. It's something I could only do with a proper load cell.
I noticed something interesting. Gapinski is not gapping as hard anymore. After he did his pause, he's only got about 5 seconds on you.
Maybe taking it more carefully, he may have killed his tires.
Maybe. I'm also wondering if it's like a shared setup with brothers or something, or he has a friend and he just quickly hopped out and the other guy started driving.
Me?
Because there's a massive difference in the pace. We'll see what he does with this lap, but
Something happened with his pedals or something. Spring broke.
Damn it, lost a second. At one point, when you were saying that Bjorn's fastest lap was only, what, half a second faster? I was 0.8
0.7.
up on the. I was 0.8 up on the delta.
oh, that's dangerous starting to chase
No,
that.
No, I'm not chasing it, which is why I'm now quarter second slower than my best lap. So I've dropped a second since that point on the lap.
I'm not catching it.
He's just maintaining the gap for Guida to do his work.
Yes.
Björn was calculating how much faster he's going to be, and he's maintaining the exact correct gap, so we are side by side on the last lap.
No, I don't.
Gapinski's last lap was 22.5. 5 seconds slower than his best.
Yellow flag
Oh.
there.
Gapinski's out. Gapinski's out.
Oh.
RTG.
Oh.
People to check replay what happened.
He found it.
He just stopped driving middle of the Schumacher S's, then he was just wiggling side by side, driving on sand for a while. Then just cruising the next few corners, not really driving, then intentionally drifting again a bit. Then going half a throttle in the last chicane, then drifting a bit and stopping on track, and that's it, into the hits. Kind of looks like he just gave up because there was nobody close enough to race him. Maybe.
Are they swapping or did they quit?
With 7 cars left on the server. So you will be driving until 1 hour remaining, right? About.
Yes.
Okay. In that case, I'll go do AFK for a bit. And I'll be back in about 5 to 10 minutes.
Okay.
Oh, the sun is really...
Yep. There are times you're going, curse you, HDR! Come around a corner,
Yeah,
it's
I put
like,
it on
ah!
I put it on also, so... it's very, very bright.
But HDR is so good. But, I will just live with it. What's your fuel consumption now, Bjorn?
13.2.
Jeez. Minus 12.54.
Oh,
I have no idea how.
no. small feet.
Press it harder.
I think perhaps I do a lot of overlap, I don't know. Intentionally.
Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Hey,
Hello?
Guido.
Here.
Hello.
Hello, everyone. I'm in time?
Yeah.
You are.
Okay. How much time do you have?
I have 2 more, 1.5 lap.
Okay, great. How is it going?
It's very few.
Well, we're first and second,
Yeah.
but
So for us, great, but there's not much competition.
Wait,
Out
it's
of-
just 7 car?
yeah.
What the fuck? Come on. I needed more car.
Yes.
Yeah, but you might get
But-
the chance to catch up the GT4s.
okay, at least that.
Yeah, and I fixed the
Great.
drive-through, so we are behind.
No, it's fine. Okay, gonna get another pair of shorts.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna smoke a little bit. Be right back.
Yep.
I am back.
Good.
I see I've been requested. There's nothing else I need to do, right?
Don't think so. Oh, tyre pressures.
Yeah, then if... How you feel that if they need to go up or down for the baseline, it was 23, 28. Currently it's 19, 19.
My pressures are pretty good. And I took 0.6 over the base. But it has come up a couple of degrees since then. I'd say probably your adjustments were up or down compared to the base.
I need to probably check because I don't recall which way I went. Down, I think.
Okay, so I would say probably 1.4 over the pressures you gave me.
So you can go just the plus minus all
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
pit screen, right?
Do you want? Yeah. Do you want plus 0.4?
Go 3 because I'm expecting it will still get warmer.
Okay, gone up 3. And we'll pit next lap.
Okay. Ah, the Ferrari went to pit now for driver change.
It's mid race now. So. Exactly what.
Watch out. They're coming.
It'll be interesting to see how the tires look. Is was
We are at the halfway mark. Keep pushing.
really feeling. Getting a lot of understeer.
You're gonna pit at the end of this lap, right?
Yep.
Perfect, perfect.
Then Björn and Isaac can bet how many laps it will be before Guido passes me.
Make him fight for it.
Act like he's Stu.
Maybe not quite that.
Didn't have much that that much practice, let's say.
But this is practice now.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. But I will need time, you know.
So he's going to give me 1 or 2 laps head start and then he'll start to chase. Then we will also see... Oh, okay. That has happened to me
fun.
quite a bit in that part as well. Then we will see how much extra noise the voice activation will pick up while I'm driving. To see if it's usable during the race or not.
Yeah, I think it's totally fine. Oh, crash, crash, crash. Fine.
Oh no, it was the Lille Ferrari team
Yeah.
again. And I think they just changed the driver.
Oh, yeah, yeah. So I think you will do 7 or 8 laps.
Okay, okay. What's the pace?
820s.
Okay.
You can also go faster if you like.
I'd rather be safe.
Yeah, same. What happened to Lille was the long downhill right-hander after the Sabine Schmitz curve. He hit the inside on the right side.
Oh, the inside in the almost. Okay. You
Yeah,
can go
he
flat
hit
almost,
that.
yeah.
He hit that one, the car bounced and then just sent him flying
Yeah.
to the left side barrier at 175.
Holy fuck.
488 bounce? Really? Doesn't sound likely.
Oh yeah, I didn't even realize it's the other Ferrari, the Samir Fogg edition.
It's a 488.
Yep.
Yeah. But to be honest, I think any car, if you hit that inside curb, will
Yeah.
be flying.
I can't see shit because of the sun.
Yeah.
Yeah, depends the hour. It's gonna pissing me off as well.
Yeah.
I hope they clean the windshield at the pit stop.
Yeah, I guess it's getting grimy.
Actually, now that we're getting close to the event, I'm getting so excited.
Nice.
Ooh, oh, oh, oh. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine.
All good.
For me, it's kind of the opposite. I'm getting more nervous the closer we get.
Nah, it's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
I think it was actually 1 year that I was waiting to do a 24-hour.
I've never done one. I've only done 2.
I did
3,
one, let's
4,
say.
6, and I did 1 9-hour. That was the longest I've done.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I did one with the was Frost, I think, as some others of the Cream guys, but we messed up with time and like of the different, you know, every time the stint is 1 hour and 10 minutes. So the time where I should drive wasn't so precise, let's say, and woke up late in the morning. So they had to, you know, change between them. So basically I did probably just a stint.
Ah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, something we need to sort out next week is the stint times.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Björn had the spreadsheet thing that I checked, but I haven't put anything in it yet.
But try see if you can change it. If it is you can edit it.
Right, Timu, how much fuel?
Oof, good question. Wonder if it's going to be 7 or 8 laps.
I think 7 or
7 laps.
times 8 is
I'd say 7 laps. I don't think you can. 8.
95.5 minutes for 8.5 minute lap. 59.5 minutes. Isaac.
so.
Time to get
And-
ready.
and-
Got you down for.
7 laps is 92 liters of fuel.
That's what I've got you down for now. So that, or do you want more?
Leave it at that if we are not going to do 8 laps. If we are doing 8, put 108.
I don't know. Are we? Do you tell me?
Put 108, 108.
Took the entry very cautiously.
We do.
That's
You will
fine.
have 95 liters, so some
Okay.
spare.
Yeah, don't worry, it's fine.
If we are not sure if it's
Stop
7 or 8, it's better to just play it safe in my opinion.
Okay. 108 on exit.
Yep, that's good. Then I probably need to remember to do the camera switch to get the mirror.
Straight up.
Perfect. Somebody's been practicing pit stops.
Oh, actually,
I've been driving this
any
as my
news?
main.
What?
Any news on the automatic pit limiter?
Yeah, it's auto. It's auto.
It's auto. Okay. Okay.
At
So
least
I
for
don't have
this
to
one.
bind anything.
10 seconds.
Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Perfect.
And it jumped me to another car.
Thank you. That was good stint.
Thank you. I was not pushing the fastest laps, I was just trying to keep it consistent.
Yeah, you
I remember
find
to
good
switch to get
feeling.
the mirror.
10,
You turn it on for me, or I have to
Yep.
turn it on?
5,
Okay.
4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Didn't work, I think.
No, maybe not.
Yeah, I had to press it. I guess good stint, man. Good stint.
Thank you.
Since the car was still driving, it was good.
Yeah,
Because you-
0 damage.
That's better than we did.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh.
In fairness, I didn't do it.
That is true.
Oh, if you see like that I'm do something wrong, like gears or anything, just tell me.
Yeah, yeah.
No worries. Thank you. Ah, I can't see shit. Fuck. The sun.
Yeah, it's
The sun was hiding the
yes,
fucking
it's,
bump.
it's tricky.
Shame Marcel isn't here. This livery just does look so good.
Ah, fuck. I don't have it. Can I download it
You
somehow?
need to have it.
I need to be the program.
Yeah,
Oh fuck.
we'll sort it out. You can do it manually as well. So
Ah, okay, yeah. Better.
But with the pit sync, you get the other liveries people have also.
Yeah, no, I don't mind.
there's only one important one.
This
I
li-
just care about towers.
This livery is hilarious.
Yep, definitely track feels different than the optimum.
Is it still fast?
Or maybe it's just me driving poorly.
I think it's too.
Yeah, it's still
to
fast.
get the drop it in.
Probably
True.
need to add a bit of more safety margin.
Why it says pit lane open? Was closed?
I saw the same message just a moment ago.
I think its steam time is out, isn't it? Was it that? Because it was 70 minute stint. That's the maximum. I had a warning for that.
Yeah, I have to say, in a few places the sun is blocking a bit of what you would like to see.
You're continuing to live life dangerously with Mutkurv.
Really? I thought I took it very safe this time.
Is using that concrete bit or
Yeah.
Oh.
Not on the inside.
don't
did I?
touch it? Don't touch it.
No, the outside concrete bits.
Yeah, the outside.
Yeah, the outside I always use
Don't
it.
do it.
Really?
Don't do it. It's a really bad jump at the end of it.
News to me. I've always been using
No,
it so far.
don't use it.
Okay.
It will kill you. leaps up and kills you.
No.
That's where
That's good.
Timu's epic saves
Mhm.
come from.
Close too early.
I put in second in the end of the,
Oh,
of the
okay.
carousel.
Before the
So
exit,
you,
perfect.
yeah, so you can floor it.
You're not second all the way through it?
Almost. Mid turn, I put in second on the wafels. Up.
Oh, now second on the entry and carry that all the way through
Okay,
carousel.
I use the engine brake on the entry.
That's not the line in that one. I came in too hot.
I wish I knew what was. But
T1, I just carried speed in and compromised the line. Nothing major, just mainly me just talking to myself not to break that late so I can get better entry.
First lap done.
So only at the carousel was wrong gear in the exit, right?
Second. You
Yeah.
put in second
Other
in the mid. Yeah, after
Other
you,
things are fine.
yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
I think so.
is this the time to do my best crew chief impressions? The car behind is Guido.
I didn't even know I had downloaded the extra app in the background.
There's a lot of grip.
Yeah. It's getting better.
I mean,
Is the
compared to
track
the
already optimum then?
CDLC
It's
server,
not yet.
feels good.
Started on green track.
Uh-huh.
Overcooked. Nothing major, just into that slow left hairpin went in a bit too fast.
Yeah. Yeah, I've noticed that's one of two places where you do your braking in two separate chunks, where I'm keeping the brake
Yeah,
on but lighter through the transition, which
I tried in that
with
one, and the
Yeah.
other part that Hatzenbach, but problem was that whenever feels super slow if I don't use the exit curb there. In the Mutkurve. I tried to do it this way without using it, but it felt extremely slow.
I think the exit curb is not so bad. It's the entry curb that just runs that risk.
Oops.
Whoopsie.
Big oopsie or small oopsie?
Small.
Bit wide.
So far this lap has felt pretty nice, safe pace, I would say. There were couple of moments that I probably should have taken a bit easier, but otherwise feels pretty fine. Like, I'm not pushing, it feels kind of nice.
Yeah.
No.
Oops.
Good thing
It's
nobody's.
easy to get spit out by this in the exit.
Yeah.
There's some strange bump there. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
It's that mini carousel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My bad.
Nice
Yeah.
lap, Timu.
Yeah, you see, guys, you are creating a gap. Told you.
You just have to wait until I have the oops moment, because it probably won't be a small one.
Oof, holy fuck.
That
Yeah,
can
I knew
happen
about
to
that
any of
fucking
us.
bump. I was a bit too much on the right.
I think something I've always found in ACC, and maybe it's something you learn in the 488 back when I drove that, is you can mitigate bumps massively by coming off the throttle or only being on part throttle. So curbs and so on that will kill you if you're on full throttle
Mm-hmm.
won't if you're on like 70% throttle or something. So if you're slipping out of mini carousel, just come partly off the throttle and the car should
Yeah.
come out straighter and not snap.
No, you know what I did? When I feel that the car was sliding, I didn't lift it, honestly. That's why
Yeah.
I kept a little bit down. Otherwise, yeah, I probably will save that. Was kind of the same thing that happened in the first carousel, but then I lifted. There I lifted.
How are your pressures, Timo?
I'll check on the next straight if you don't mind.
Of course.
I have 26.5
Yeah.
at the moment.
I find that when you're ready with the first twisty bits, when you exit say Bergwerk or Exmüller, if the pressures are a little bit, say 27.1 or something, it's perfect.
I'm
Yeah,
27
so
to
that-
26.9 with my pressures.
Nice.
So I would say spot on.
So when you enter the long uphill, it's not straight, but you know,
Mm-hmm.
if you are at just about 27, it's a good compromise.
Yeah, it slided a little bit. I didn't touch anymore. The gas was like, yo, chill.
came in too fast into the main carousel and just went on the shelf above. Didn't
Yeah.
stick in.
The technique that works for me in carousel and to a lesser extent mini carousel is once I drop into it, the only thing I'm focused on is the white line on the inside and keeping the car at the same distance from that line. And then you just kind of have to keep an eye out for your exit marker.
That was a nice motocurve.
A bit too fast. Come on, get in, fuck's sake! It just, once you are over it,
Yeah.
it doesn't get back so easy.
No, it doesn't want to.
at all.
No. Yeah, in this uphill braking zone, there's a bump. I've hit it many times and then I crash out. If you're too hard on the brakes when you hit that bump, it's goodbye.
Guys, the 6th place GT4 is very, very, very damaged.
Okay. I have to look.
It just went on the main straight.
Yeah, I think was the guy chatting about.
The wing is crooked on it. It's not straight in any way.
in few laps I may need to start thinking, just taking tiny bit of this current pace if the tires start to get worn out.
Yep.
Yeah, there is a marked, very big difference on tires on the laps 6,
Because
5,
the-
7, they really start to drop.
Practice race I did with Björn was the only time I've done more than 4 laps in a row, so you won't really have a good feel how the tires are when they are in a pretty worn state.
I think this was the first time I did it with 8 laps.
Yeah, which we can't do in the actual race. Is it 70 or 65 minutes stint timer?
70.
Okay, so we can.
I had a minute and a half to go. Yeah, if you crash on the last lap, the worst thing it will be drive through. I think
Yeah, well,
so. It can be done, but I'm not sure it's worth much to do it like that. We can do it if we need to stretch.
Let's not plan on crashing on the last lap to avoid
Yeah,
stint time
no,
issues.
of course.
we'll calculate, see what difference it makes. Because there's probably an extra pit stop or two.
I did that, and I think we saved 1 pit stop of the whole race. So, and that also, you also need to not drop that much speed, because you will.
And I was feeling quite happy with the car on the last lap. It wasn't terrible, so
It was okay, but
I wasn't losing anything significant time-wise.
it's still racing in quite cool conditions. I think midday can.
True.
You see, I don't know, with second gear, for me it's more sketchy.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll try again first gear and see if it back
Yeah.
to normal.
Did anyone save a replay of the first half?
I did not. Forgot.
I didn't.
Because, so I saved a replay. It might have some of my and Bjorn's laps.
Something happened in the beginning?
No. Well, I Not really. No, I was just thinking whether we sort of look through some of the corners and talk about how different of us are taking them and what we can do and what we think is best. So Guido, Bjorn, the very last corner, do you go down to first or stay second there?
Hold on a second.
The last?
The last
Yeah.
corner? Second
Yeah.
gear.
Second.
Yeah.
I usually cut the curb a little bit in the right-hander.
Yep. Sorry, team, I wasn't meaning to distract.
No worries, that was just me missing one downshift.
By the way, I cannot hear any clickety-click.
That's good. I was...
You sound
Yeah, me neither.
disappointed. No, I figure it must be pretty good if you guys don't hear my shifters,
I
because Vince sitting downstairs on the sofa can hear my shifters.
okay.
If I lean in, see if you get them.
Now I heard something. I thought...
What lap times are you guys making right now?
last one was 24.5 or something.
Okay.
Yeah, 24/7 was the last one.
Yep.
I'm not trying to push for quali laps, I'm just driving a kind of a...
Yeah, no, same.
It's nice to
Problem
lose
is,
space.
I'm 1 second off. I'm wondering why.
If you hadn't have come across that GT4, Timu, you were on for high 820,
What?
low 821.
How?
Because you're flying.
Flying fin.
Must be the new
Was it-
livery.
That was Häkkinen, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
The original.
Hasn't that been applied to many rally drivers as well?
Yep.
Yeah.
And yes, the track is now optimum.
Why does that sound like you guys need to start pushing and improving your lap times? I don't want to do that with 14 minutes remaining.
It did not mean that at all. It was just observation of how the conditions are changing.
Okay.
20 degrees now, so hopefully your tyre pressures don't go too high.
Yeah, they fluctuate a bit with corners, but mostly staying 26.5 to 27, so I'd say they are perfect. Now that I started to drive the Mutkurve different, now I'm scared every lap because I'm driving it in a different way that I'm used to in practice and in qualifying.
Stick with what works for you if you're comfortable with it.
Which gear are you guys before the carousel? Fourth or you keep third?
In
Fourth.
uphill
Normally
here, we
fourth.
stay in fifth because it slows down in sixth.
No, carousel.
Oh.
I mean carousel.
Oh,
So yeah, fourth on the approach to carousel, and I
Okay.
drop brake at the line. There's a line on the track.
go down to fourth.
Brake there, drop 2 gears and drop in. That is my way.
I have to try one thing. One thing next lap.
Do it. Do it. Then, go to second, one side down into
Mm-hmm.
felt that bump in the brake.
Mm.
It's
Yep.
really scary.
Every time.
Yeah. I think that's the place I crashed most.
Does he mean the Plants Garden one? That jump?
Yeah, just after what is called Ripperman. The uphill brake zone. Right.
Oh yes. Yep. Yep.
It's a
I know the bump you
at the
mean.
it's a bump at the end of the braking zone. If you brake too late, then you.
Okay, 2 laps left, but Timu, you have the choice. If you brake at the end of the start-finish straight and wait, you can make it just this lap.
Oh,
How much fuel do you
You
have, Guido?
2 laps, 31 liters.
Okay. So we're cool.
Yeah, we are 1 lap overfueled. Or 2 laps overfueled, depending on what team it just does.
Yes.
I would prefer to keep practicing drive the 2 laps, but if you guys
that's-
are running out of fuel or need to go somewhere, then we can make adjustments.
I think we're all good. It was just illustrating the way this track is.
It's a fascinating place that still is allowed to use this track.
Hopefully for a long time to come.
It's one of those where I think they can't stop it now. It's kind of like the German speed limit thing. I describe it as Germany's equivalent to the Second Amendment. No one needs it, but damned if you try and take it away from them.
What the fuck? I gained a second just in the GP track.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the track that I hate the most.
You are
I have no trouble with the old version, but the fucking GP. Ah man.
you're just fast.
I have issues on the GP track in some corners.
It's probably something that's helped me a lot that Nürburgring GP is one of my favourite of the tracks, and I've practiced it.
I love it actually, but for some reason it doesn't work. Go on, go on.
It's so I think it and Barcelona and Kyalami are kind of my top 3 most driven tracks in ACC.
Demo and I had a look on the stats. So,
Yeah, that was interesting.
so I have what is almost bit of. I have to see.
So I was someone on sim racing on Reddit the other day was asking questions about how to improve here, and he was setting like an 8:35 or something. And in my response, I said, "Oh, I've got about 15 hours now on this track." When I actually looked on the stats in ACC, it was 7. It's like, how does it feel like it was longer?
So I have
Don't
108 hours on this track. The next track is 42 hours. That's Spa.
The problem I have with Spa is that it begins with S.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. Spa is a track that I absolutely love, but it's one of the worst tracks for me in terms of getting any lap time. I love the track. I just don't know how to drive it.
Yeah, no, I think I'm kind of there in terms of I think Spa is a wonderful track,
So I have
but I'm just no good at it.
428 valid laps on it. 325 invalid.
That was too close to the bottom, apparently, in the carousel.
It sort of ended up on the bouncy line.
Yep.
Oops.
Fuck off. This fucking carousel. Ah. Do we have another lap or this is the final?
One more.
There's one more.
Okay. Let's try to make it good on the last one. And was a good lap too, for fuck's sake. Bumpy.
That was a bad line. I came in too fast. I couldn't drop it into the mini carousel.
It was interesting that it held.
Ooh.
You right?
Yep.
Yep.
Still experimenting how to drive the Galkenkopf, the last corner. So I went into a bit of a slide because I didn't know, should I lift, should I push throttle, what to do. So I did nothing and I just was gliding off to the left and banged the barrier.
Oh dear. The two GT4s ahead of us think there's one lap left.
Well, there is one lap left.
Yes.
Only if you pass them.
Oh.
Unless you choose to park it now, but...
Nope.
Good.
Damn it, I was happy without that incident with the barrier.
Leaders on final lap.
Yep, and you're still 8:24.
You can hit it full throttle when you're alongside the right-hand curve.
Ah.
At the latest, you can even, if you have the correct line, you can hit it full when you see the last marshal post.
Okay.
But you need a
Thank
correct line
you.
for that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, try to stay more on the left before of it.
Oh, I see a car in front. Oh, this is the guy from the Look at the Butt team.
I forgot which. Hang on. This does not say there. So we'll assume so.
I thought this was. Maybe I'm mistaken. Don't know.
I didn't
Probably
even
not the
notice what.
right thing to notice currently.
It was a wise move to wait.
Yep.
Yeah, I kind of thought that he would let me go after the fluke blast, but he was kind of just going left, right on the track, so I had to wait.
Too wide at Flugplatz is not good.
Yeah, I mean, I was not going to pass him and fluke blast, but after that I thought he would
Yeah.
stay either way, but he was just kind of in the middle of the road,
Yeah.
not decisive which way to go.
Taking his line, so it's good practice.
It's starting to sound like Samir. He was like in
Well,
2 or 3
I
different
don't know
races.
about
He was cursing Pierre for just existing.
I think that Samir and Valley are particularly bad at comprehending that other people are significantly slower than they are.
Did you see that
Yeah.
clip with Stifler? He was behind a car that didn't pass one of the flatbeds. I think it was from another year or something. They're not allowed to pass each other, but they're allowed to pass them.
Yellow flag. Was a bit too fast there. Good thing that didn't crash.
It's the GT4 front behind between us.
So how much fuel have you got left, Timo?
24.5 liters. I've been babying it. 12.9 consumption. Oh, something happened at Mutkurva, I think.
No, it's behind us.
Oh,
It's just the sectors are so big, so you get the flag. It was one of the
this time this felt
GT4s.
nice.
Oh, it's a red Ferrari. It's in front of you.
Oh yeah, okay. Oh, I think I know what he's doing. He hasn't served his SG30, he doesn't want to, but he's going to run out of laps, so he has to let us pass. So he doesn't run out of laps to serve the penalty.
So we are getting the tactics now in. So what if
And
I
that-
slow enough? No, not going to do it.
Then you'll get a GT4 catching you up.
So I can race him.
Ha.
That was terrible line.
Oh, finally.
Yeah,
Finally.
yeah, that looked good.
Oof. I was losing there a lot of time.
Yes.
So now Guido will catch me on this lap then, since he found time.
Nah, man, you're getting enough. No worries.
Zooming past.
But like now, I didn't felt it the bump. It depends from where you are actually,
Yeah,
and how you take it. But
Yeah.
most of the time, you take the bump.
yeah, and how hard you are on the brakes, I think.
Mm.
Just when you hit it.
Oh, it's the Ferrari that had the big crash in the beginning.
Yep.
Really is getting the steam up. Shoveling coal like a crazy man.
Woohoo!
The leader has finished the race.
P1 on pace alone.
On pace alone. My first ever win. Actually, my first ever podium.
GG's, guys.
Thank you for building enough gap, Isaac, that we didn't get overtaken by our other team.
I think you have to thank Bjorn for the DC.
Built on that on the
Yeah.
start already. And then I have to
18
look
and a
at what
half
happened there.
liters of fuel.
Yep.
And Guido, you can keep flat out in the, even in the right hand. Brake just at the
Yeah,
end of.
I guess
end
so.
Of,
Yeah.
End of curve.
I was just. Yeah.
Yeah.
Here? Yeah, I was just being safe there.
Driscoll is apologizing to you, I think, Isaac.
Now I did a good lap, but
Yeah.
took me the whole the whole session.
Nice.
Ah,
But I
The-
just
the
need to take better carousel and some corner of the GP track, and then the pace will
I
be
was
there.
listening Guido saying, yeah, I just need to take a better car.
No, I can't complain about that. You know.
There's an interesting difference in the tire sets.
Yeah, can I return to the garage? Yeah.
Yeah, you can go.
Okay.
If you see in the
Go
timing
and look
screen
in
on
the,
the
at
left,
the
you
tires,
can
Guido. Because that can be interesting. I can't see them.
Strategy. What tire set was it? Do you remember?
One, I think.
No, one is new. Two maybe. Which
Okay.
one do you use?
Yeah.
Which one did you use? 4 maybe.
Yeah, for you, I think I used set 4. There's only 2
Set 4.
used sets, so you can see.
Okay, yeah. So the 2 is all good. No graining, no blister. You get nothing.
Okay.
And me. Yeah. I had light graining
Okay.
at the front, both tires.
So what did ours look like, Timo?
I'll send you screenshots. The main difference is you had light graining, I had no graining.
You
On
want me
front.
to take screenshots or Björn?
What?
Do you want me to take screenshots of the tires and send to you, or
Yeah, you can
it's
do
fine?
it. You can put it up on the Disco if you want.
Okay. Yeah.
What was that? Was 8 laps for you and 7 for me.
Which
Isaac.
was the button to take screenshot again? Sorry, F8 or F12?
F12 is default for Steam.
Oh yeah, that's one. Thank you. Oh, that's 4. That's 2. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, so my replay does have 1 full lap from me.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't think that I should have saved it. I completely forgot saving the replay.